are doing what you love, if you are sharing what you love, the universe, the world, people, you will connect in ways that you didn't imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start to let go of living through fear, let go of living through what your mind is fearful of, and living from a place of love and excitement and passion, everything will just flow for you. You don't have to worry about the past. You don't have to worry about the future. And so a lot of that is being able to actually watch that your mind is doing that. Watch that my mind is being crazy right now. And saying, whoa, I can actually watch my mind. I can step back. I'm not my mind. I'm this.
And when you learn to find what you love, because that's the first step, you have to find what you love.
Yeah.
And then the second step is figuring out how to do what you love. But when you learn how to do what you love, you'll recognize that your life becomes structured around that which you're most passionate about. I'm so lucky because what I'm studying in school is what I love most. So my entire life is structured around mindfulness and movement and philosophy, right? But not my days. So this is an interesting concept, right?
Wow.
Because so many people think I have to structure my day around my work. I have to get up now, go back to sleep then, go to work now. But if you structure your life around it, you're going to find that you have so many more opportunities to kind of get to the deeper levels of it. When we think, if we think top-down awareness, we're just learning about this, then it's all conscious thought, right? If it's all like slower processed, but then if you let it go from bottom up, then it's going to be like the subconscious is going to find more patterns. The default mode network is going to really like start kicking in, and you're going to start to have those eureka moments. Eureka moments don't happen when you're trying to make them happen. They happen when you're just like walking down the street. You're walking and looking at a tree. The next thing you know, you figure something out. Your life is structured around that which you love. And you actually made a breakthrough by just doing something that's good for you, being healthy.
Yeah, we learned that in one of our classes. It's called Principles of Secular Ethics, and it's all about, the Dalai Lama. If we had the secular ethics, what would it look like? Because you're always learning something. We're always learning how much we don't know.
There's literally no way to master every aspect of it. It just keeps going and going and going. So it's a lifelong pursuit. You can love knowledge, you can pursue the knowledge, you can learn more, and then you can just get deeper and deeper into the knowledge. And the funniest thing that happens is the more you know, the more you realize you don't know.
You know what you know. You know what you don't know. But you don't know what you don't know.
That's what
and you know what I just said. But basically things that just push you so far behind, like outside of your boundaries, outside of your comfort zone, that you never expected to be there. You didn't expect to be feeling this.
You didn't even know it was a thing.
You didn't even know it's a complete paradigm shift in how you feel, how you think, how you act, how you move, how you interact. And it's like one of the most surefire things is the way that you just appear, not just not visually, but how you
carry yourself,
how you hold a space, how you enter, how you be where you are. Really just as you start to develop, having the intention to grow, to cultivate, to transform yourself. Even if you just have that intention, you're going to start learning. You're going to be on the journey. Even though there's only the step that we take right now, you're automatically just going to see differences, and just your awareness will change the way that you perceive, and therefore the way that others perceive you.
Mm-hmm. So both Jocko and I, we study interdisciplinary studies, so we merge multiple topics into one so that we can study what we're most passionate about. And
it's its own major at Emory, which is amazing.
Number 1 in the country, so let's throw that out there. Shout out to Wakefield.
Loudermilk, Eisen, Restored.
They're all amazing. But yeah, so when you learn this one thing, it'll come out in every other aspect of your life. You learn to be more present, you learn who you are, and then you go into class and you can have better relationships with the people around you. You can talk to your teachers without being intimidated. You go out to dinner, you can order, you can do whatever you want, you can make friends, right?
Yeah.
Anything that you do in your life can be improved by just looking inward and kind of finding that silence, finding that presence, finding just like that moment of emptiness.
Stillness within. When I was depressed, when I was really depressed, that was the hardest thing. Is it's like you feel like you're literally unable to do the simplest things. It literally makes you stress, at least for me, it made me stressed at one point to just go and sit with a couple friends.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be there. I would get completely anxious. Like, this was just one instance, obviously. This is something that people experience, but when you learn to be okay with yourself, with your whatever you are, whatever you think you are, whatever, when you just learn to be comfortable with that through these techniques, there are so many techniques that we just don't know about, and this is what Good Vibe Tribe is.
Yeah.
We are here to be a platform to share the many, many ways. These are just a couple ways: meditation, mindfulness, movement. These are just our preferred ways of getting ourselves more comfortable with ourselves, cultivating ourselves so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. But there are millions of other people who are doing these things. Thousands of other people are doing these things. So connecting, creating a platform so that the information is more accessible to others.
Mm-hmm.
So that you don't have to necessarily go to college. You don't necessarily have to read hundreds of books to become informed about something.
Yeah.
You can watch it on YouTube. Like, there are already these platforms, but one centered place around wellness and happiness and growth.
Love it. And another thing to
Go to college still, kids. Go to college though.
But off of that, it's
You can
like
afford
you
it.
think that the only people who have any authority to talk on stuff are the people in books or the people who are like academics in academia, right? But every single person can share something with you. We're just college students, right? But we feel like we have stuff to share with the world. Maybe we interpret it differently. Maybe it'll reach different people, right? So let's say one person loves Ralph Waldo Emerson, one person loves Yogananda. They're talking about very similar things, but it's not easily digestible by all. So we're putting it out there. We're putting a way out there for people to share kind of like the same core, right? The same being. How to find comfort, how to like deal with the things that happen in life in a more healthy way.